Hey everybody, I'm live at Connie's Cantina, and I apologize. I'm in town, and I didn't know. I thought since I'm in town and I hadn't gone live in a while, why don't I go live at one of my favorite places to eat in Oakland, Connie's Cantina. So I decided just 2 hours ago to do this rather than last week. So if you happen to be in Oakland, come on down. She closes at 9 o'clock. I've got, and love to give Connie money. This is the best burrito in Oakland. Take a look, folks. This is yummy, okay? This is, right? Folks over here, I agree, because they're like, yeah. I love this. And thank you all very much who I met at the John Gruden the John Gruden kickoff. And John Gruden Fan Appreciation Day. Yeah, that Ricky's. But I'm going to have a live stream at Ricky's as I promised them. But this space, I mean, I got all this space here. We got, look, chairs. Look behind me here, folks. See this? Got this, all right? There's more in front of me. She's got Wi-Fi. She's centrally located in Oakland, down the street from my place. I've come here for years, and I thought, wait a minute, Connie. But I was actually thinking about using inside. This is at 3340 Grand Avenue, right? But then I thought, wait a minute, she's got a back patio. Ta-da! So I think I found the future home for Zennie's 62 live event, at least some of them, right? But yeah, this is fantastic. Now, I have some very big news. And the very big news is unfortunate. The Raiders are not due to sign their lease now until September. That's right, September. And the reason why they're not due to sign a lease until September is because there's sort of I guess you call it a game of chicken. And hey, Jamal, how you doing? The game of chicken is that the Raiders are essentially waiting to see if Oakland sues them, okay, before they sign anything. Or because if the city of Oakland elects to sue the Raiders, they're not going to sign. That's right. So it's a game of chicken. The idea by some city people is, hey, look, you know what? We ought to just go ahead and sue them. Because where are they going to go? I mean, that's a dangerous game because they could go to San Diego. There are people who think maybe they'll go, we talked about this before, to Levi Stadium. But the rent at Levi Stadium is $14 million a year, at least. I think $14.5 million. So where are they going to go? Hey, Cristiano's a Mexican restaurant. Pinza Azul, no. Connie's is better. Sorry. In fact, just get on down here. Come on down. Experience Connie's. This is you can't get a better burrito than this, man. I'm sorry. This is it, okay? And it's huge. It's huge, okay? So you can't get a better burrito than Connie's, 3340 Grand Avenue. And my search says keep it Oakland. Okay, look at this. Okay, it says keep it Oakland. So I'm not going to come to Alameda. Keep it Oakland. Got it. So that doesn't mean I won't one in the future. I'm just saying that I like to keep it Oakland. Also, JPA meeting is Friday. As far as what's on the agenda, let's find out what's on the agenda. Page, and let's talk about that agenda. Oh, by the way, last night's city council meeting was awful. It was the worst. The 27th meeting is up for the JPA, and I'll read it to you. And it goes like this. Call to order, roll call, approval of minutes, open forum. There's going to be two reports. There's the executive director's report. There will report from the general manager, that's AEG. We're going to have new business, request for budget adjustment, and then approval for proposed budget to the authority's fiscal year 2018-2019. And we'll discuss in 6C, discuss and provide direction to staff for drafting a response to the 2017-2018 Alameda County Grand Jury Report titled Coliseum Ticket Bonanza. In closed session, existing litigation pursuant to Government Code, Section 54956. That's basically the Warriors arbitration. Then, of course, there is the other matter on the table, and that's the Raiders lease. That's in closed session. Report to council on closed session, then adjournment. That's it. So there's the there's your meeting listing out there as to the JPA meeting that is to come Friday. And again, Zennie 62 will be there, all right? And Corey Brown, how are you doing, Corey? Corey says, go ahead and sue. Should have started the process last year. Corey, I'm starting to agree with you. I think between Larry Reed, the Oakland City Council District 7, and Lynette Gibson McElhaney, who's District 3, they're both on the JPA. And I think that, well, I know Larry's not hungry. Larry's hungry to get him out. I think Lynette less so. And Ignacio wanted to do, a balanced deal. So it's a mixed bag. But the Raiders are basically waiting us out. That's the situation. I think I've got orange juice, water. Hey, John, how are you doing? John Acola's joined us. John, how are things? Welcome to Connie's Cantina in Oakland, 3340 Grand Avenue, best burrito in Oakland. To that, I have a question for everybody. Okay, to the flock, yes or no? Should the city of Oakland sue the Raiders right now and just forget the lease? Yes or no? Your thoughts. I'm gonna wait out your commentary. Oh, and by the way, while I'm waiting, how about those A's? Corey Brown says yes. John says no. Wow. John says no. Okay. I'm waiting for the others. That's it. We've got more on here. But you guys say, Christian Navarro, no. He says, I have to take my 4-year-old to a game before they leave. Me saying no to a lawsuit? Or no to coming, I get it. No to coming on down. Okay, yeah. I get it. Want their cake and eat it too. There's a lot of truth to that. They never are an organization that works in good faith, So there is a lot of truth to that. That Jamal says, I agree with Corey. They should sue. They should have sued already. You think somebody is getting something, maybe. But after last night's city council, I don't know. It's like, L.A. Rams, as you know, the Rams signed Todd Gurley to a $60 million contract, $45 million guaranteed. Who do you think would be the next running back to see that kind of money? That's the most money for a running back guaranteed in history. Oh. Christian says, I agree with Clay should have. Hey, Cristiano, this is all about Connie's Cantina, okay? All about Connie's Cantina, man. So anyway, all right. So this is outstanding. This is great. Oh, by the way, I paid for the food, so it's not like I'm saying this to get free food or anything. No. I love Connie's. Connie's the best, okay? The best. Like I said, get your ass down here and try it, man. Golly, I'll buy. I don't care. Come on down. Jeez. Man, oh, man. So, anyway. Do you think the Lakers are actually better with LeBron James? Yes or no? I'm starting to think no. Different, but not necessarily better. I think LeBron may first face his first losing season in his history. Tyrone Livestock says, no matter what ends would it serve to make the Raiders leave sooner and Oakland fans start hating the city? That's a Tyrone. I see your point right there, and I agree with I really agree with that side as well. There's a lot to be said for that, to not have a lawsuit go and everything. I mean, I think you're absolutely right about that. Corey says we are bending over backwards to accommodate them for what? Well, for money. If they sign the lease, when the Coliseum comes out, I believe $5 million ahead. Okay, so that's the reason. Right? That's the raison d'etre, as I understand it. It would be the most in the black they've ever been. Oh, look at that! Is that another burrito, or is that salad? That's a. Yeah, it's like yeah. Hey, show it. I was gonna put it on the live stream. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this, folks. This is what they are eating. Look at that. That's not my meal. This is their meal. So look at that. You telling me to get that? That's great. Awesome. My gosh. Get that away before I eat it. Wow. You don't know what you're missing. Hey, I'll say, folks. Wow. Wow, that looks great. What is that? Nachos or super nachos? Super nachos. Pick them up. Yeah. John says, I'll try and check Connie's in November when I go there for a game. How far is Connie's from the stadium? This is at 340 Grand Avenue. You take the Grand Avenue exit off I-580, and then when you come down, you turn left, and she's before Elwood. In fact, let me introduce you to Connie. Hey, Connie, come on over when you have a chance, of course. So this place is fantastic, and so it is. And so, folks, this is Connie, and for Raider games, give her your money and give her your love. Listen, these are my folks. And so,
this is my favorite guy.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I try. Oh,
what
gosh.
a gentleman. What a class.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That made my week. It's been a hard week, folks. It made my week. So like I say, Connie, thank you so very much. Thank you for being you. Like I say, folks, keep it in Oakland. My shirt says keep it in Oakland. Yeah, keep it in Oakland. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it.
We have to.
Tell them, you got this. What else do you like to make?
I do, well, there's so many things that I love to make. My thing is cooking. I love to create, I love to cook, and I love to see people enjoy what I do. So,
Definitely enjoy it. I mean, like I say, this is
thank you.
Wow, this is something else.
You're amazing.
Oh,
God
thank you.
bless forever.
Oh, thank you.
I was missing you. It's been a
while.
while.
Well, Mom, I help my mom and take her company, and that's what I got to do.
She's blessed.
Thank you.
That you're there.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's what we want at the end of our life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
At the end of a journey, this is what we want. Somebody that we gave life to be with us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Woo-hoo. Yeah. So, folks, that's Connie's, and so basically, if you want to do public transit, you can take BART to 19th Street. You can grab a Lyft or Uber. It's like a $7.20 ride from there to here. Okay. Hey, welcome to Zennie 62 Live. Thanks, everybody. And oh, by the way, something else too. Mark Davis was at the John Gruden event, and I now understand why they didn't let me in, because I think he would have busted a gut if he saw me. But they're still pumping out this negative information. I mean, the latest is that, the bond issue isn't in any trouble. So the Las Vegas Sun runs this ridiculous article, right? And they don't look at all the bond amortization schedule, which has the debt that's due. You take the debt that's due times the debt coverage ratio, and you get what you have to pay, right? All that. Hey, welcome to Zennie 62. They're all coming in now. Hey, by the way, if you're watching this and you're in Oakland, come on down to Connie's Cantina. We're at 3340 Grand Avenue near the lake, near Grand and Elwood. I'm having this fantastic super burrito. Look at this. Woohoo! Super burrito. At any rate, this is impromptu. I decided to do this a couple of hours ago. That was it. Anyway, the truth is that the money that was collected over the past year is now turned over to the Raiders, and they're using that for construction. They're not using that to retire the bond issue. All right. So, which is it? You start to do the math, it simply doesn't work. The Vegas Sun, they don't do their own numbers. They go and talk to people. All right. They're not going to tell them that. They're not going to tell them all that stuff. John Acala says Mark Davis shouldn't have fired Greg Popovich or Tom Flores either. Yeah, I'm hurt that that came down the way that it did, but it did come down that way. But see, here's the other thing: has anyone heard anything definitive about Brent Musburger? Remember they put all that stuff out there, and I thought, nah, they should have a what's her name, the lady that does the preseason games for the Raiders. They ought to let her do it in Las Vegas for the whole time, right? So, wow. Fantastic. Tyrone says, the Oakland City reps are a joke. So many years to take a bill to stadium. Yeah, we have a problem with public expenditures at Oakland, and we don't seem to really do them right that we should. You heard Brent speak on it? What did Brent say, Corey? I didn't see that. John Collis says both. Oh, Beth Movins, right? Yeah, she does great play-by-play for the Raiders. Crawford 3 says, hey, Crawford, how you doing? Crawford says Mark firing Del Rio in the tunnel and firing Pop and Flores on the way he did. Yeah, he's not. Well, you saw how he treated me, right? So, what can I say? I mean, it's not a good way to be. It's not a good way to be because you don't want to give out bad energy because all you're going to get back is bad energy. You want to give out good energy, right? That's the whole purpose of life. I don't know what made me think of this, but while we're talking about stuff, I want to say thanks. I don't know what Barry Lee is or John, but if you haven't seen the trailer for Aquaman, you got to see it from Comic-Con. Woo, boy, oh boy. And Corey says he's definitely taking over. Hey, Corey, when you say he's taking over play calling, who are you talking about? Oh, play-by-play. You mean Brent Musburger? I don't know how I feel about that. I think, it was abrupt, but I'm not sure. I mean, what will his signature call be? What will he say? Does he know the team enough to get it right? All these things. These are all concerns, okay? I have to admit that compared to other city issues, we have some very deep issues in Oakland, like homeless, that I really didn't pay attention to Greg Papa when I got back. I mean, he's a millionaire. Why should I, right? So, but look, he'll get another job with somebody, probably the Niners. He's had a fantastic run. He's got a great reputation. But what happens is, when you tie yourself to sports organizations, particularly at the NFL level, you're dealing with mom and pops there worth billions. John Acala says, I read in the Las Vegas Review Journal a couple of days ago, the official says the Vegas Stadium is on time, and they always said that. But John, I mean, what are they going to say? It's the Review Journal. I mean, we've been through this before, okay? It's the Review Journal. It's owned by the same billionaire that started the whole stadium process in Las Vegas. He obviously wants it to go, so he's going to ask his reporters to say good things about it. Can you imagine them saying, hey, look, this thing is not on time and it's over budget? I mean, what do you expect? Okay? I mean, John, I wanted you to answer me. What do you expect? Right? I'm the only person that's going to give you the truth. They keep moving the goalpost on this thing. All right? So, hey, thanks, Jamal. I'll see you, okay? But they keep moving the goalpost on this thing. So, But I'm telling you that the simple fact of the matter is, it's going to be ready for its first full season will be 2021. Period. And again, I ask you this: why is it so important to finish at 2020? Because someone said so? It takes 3 years to build a stadium, not 2.5. Not that one. So I don't care what they say. They have to put out good information that makes them look good. And you know what? They have to live with it too. John says, wait, they're eventually going to have to say that it's not going on one time. No, they don't, John. If they were honest brokers, they would tell you rather than, this is what they've done. This is what they've done, and you can track. If they were honest brokers, which they're not, they would tell you, hey, first of all, the original completion date for the stadium was supposed to be June of 2020. But then it was moved back to July of 2020, and now it's August of 2020, but there's a 3-month move-in date, which put them at October. You don't hear that. So you're telling me eventually they'll have to say that? They don't have to say that. They haven't. Again, I don't know if people are realizing media is weaponized today. If you're assuming media is going to tell you what that's media is telling you the truth, you're absolutely nuts. You have to dig for yourself and find out what the various parts of information for. Otherwise, you're easily misled. Particularly in this case, because the people that are putting out the information have no incentive to tell you the truth. And every incentive aligned with keeping their jobs, okay, that means, hey, we're going to spin it. We're going to spin you, okay? So no, not at all. I mean, not at all. I mean, we've had that conversation a ton of times here. Know where, it's coming from, okay? John says, so when the stadium doesn't open in 2020, what's their excuse going to be? They're not going to give one. Because it's going to be like President Trump basically taking certain parts of the transcript with Putin and taking them out. Certain parts. It's going to be just like that. But they've already done it to you. They've already not told you it's been moved back. You do the research yourself. It's right online. So, all right. Media today is weaponized. Mono says, are you in Alameda? No, I'm in Oakland. Don't know if I'm going anywhere tomorrow night. I'm at 3340 Grand Avenue. Come on by, Oakland. I'm in Oakland. Keep it in Oakland. See the t-shirt? This is a movement. Keep it in Oakland. See that? Keep it in Oakland. There you go. So, Corey Brown says, during this lease comes with a possibility of the Raiders trying to skip town with mid-season at some point. This is the Raiders. It could happen. Yeah, exactly. That's what I believe will happen. They'll try to skip town. In the city, it first had this drop dead date, like it's going to be June 30th. Now we're into July and now September. So obviously the city isn't serious about maintaining a tight deadline with the Raiders at all. All right. Just wondering what's going on. Because I was told, hey, look, you don't sign it by the 30th of June, they're out of here. Well, what's going on, right? Hold on a second, folks. got some interesting texts here related to this. Hold on. Oh, Chris Dobbins says hello. I invited him down, but he's stuck in the house. And Oakland Council member Rebecca Kaplan has just informed me that Chris Young has dropped out of the District 4 council race. So I'm informing you. There's the breaking news, folks. I'm telling her I'm on live stream. See, I'm telling her, right? On live stream. So there's the breaking news, folks. Chris Young, who worked the Obama campaign, has dropped out of the Oakland City Council District 4 race. And I think, you know, that's too bad for Chris. I don't know. I think maybe he just, it was put out there, I think, by one of his opponents, and then picked up by a publication that he'd been, I think, suspended from the bar or something, whatever, the Bar Association. John Acall says, so it's possible this could be Raiders' last season in Oakland. I don't want to say that at all, because I'm not ready to put that out there. The reason I'm not is I believe the Raiders, plus I don't exactly know who you really are, but the Raiders, right? The Raiders are putting out this information that, hey, they don't really have a deal. And that, you know, so they when you look at where news comes from, I always look at who the lackeys for the Raiders are, right? In terms of the news people who want to maintain or curry favor with them. That's a big deal. So Corey Brown says, I think if we had Elihu Harris in office, I invited Elihu to come by, and he's got to go out of town. Remember, I did all this in like 2 hours, right? But this is a great setup. You can tell it's getting dark. She has lights, right? But yeah, I was going to get Elihu on. Maybe I should come by and do this tomorrow night. It's an idea. It's an idea, but I'm not sure at all. Thinking about it. But anyway, they want to give you the picture that everything is hunky-dory, so ask them this question. John, how come no Super Bowl? The NFL hasn't given them a Super Bowl. See? Just saying. What's going on? Wow, this is really good stuff here. Yeah, 3340 Grand Avenue. Oh, no one answered my question about Todd Gurley. Who will be the next running back that gets the big deal? Which running back will be the one that gets the big deal, right? The Todd Gurley deal. Maybe Le'Veon Bell, or maybe David Johnson. Who gets the big deal? I think also, now regarding the stadium, also the Raiders have not announced any big sponsorship deals. There's a lot that just has not happened with it. John Acala says Le'Veon Bell will be the next one to get this deal. Le'Veon Bell. I think Dave Johnson. I think the Steelers are going to make Le'Veon wait. Excuse me. I think the Steelers are going to make Le'Veon Bell wait. And then it could be that the other big deal might be Todd Gurley, Well, I was about to say, no, yeah, there aren't too many money backs on the horizon out there in the NFL that really can command that kind of money. Le'Veon Bell is one. Dave Johnson with the Cardinals is another. And the list starts falling rather dramatically from there. You think of other running backs. Ezekiel Elliott just got into the league, so too early for him, right? Yeah, there's not a long list. Can you think of anybody else? I can't. Hey, welcome to Zennie 62, by the way. Glad to see everybody's here. And Big April says Greg Papa said him being let go was Mark Davis getting back at him for his comments after him interviewing Mike Shanahan back in 2015. Wow. Wow, really? But if that's the case, is that right? I have to go back and read that. Okay, so anyway, let's see here. Too bad we hey moderators, where are you? Supposed to be removing things like that, right? Don't have any of the moderators. I don't see Barry Lee or John or anybody, so I guess I'll just have to moderate it. That happens. Not a problem. In fact, let's see here. Let's make sure that good. Okay, cool. Moderating things. Now, moving along, folks. All right. Moving along. Greg Papa. Let me look up what Greg Papa said. John Akala, you're right. John Akala writes, no Super Bowl for Las Vegas until they get the parking situation fixed, for one thing. Absolutely. Big April says, seen something on the happy hour last night. About Greg Papa? Okay. On YouTube. Interesting. Let me see if there's any wrap-up about that. Ezekiel Elliott? Yeah, that's what I was, see, Ezekiel Elliott just got into the league, 2 years ago? I interviewed him at the Chicago NFL draft, okay? Albert 106, how you doing, man? Hey, you're in Oakland. We're at 3340 Grand Avenue, Connie's Cantina. Connie's Cantina. Having a fantastic burrito that I'm tearing through. See this? Yummy. It's awesome. Awesome. Just awesome stuff. Welcome to Zennie 62, everybody. This is fantastic. Lists are growing. Thank you. I'm at Connie's Cantina. Albert, it is delicious. And I'm working on it being gone, too. It's really fantastic. I'm telling you, this is the best. Connie's makes the best burritos in Oakland. I'm telling you. In my humble opinion, or my not so humble opinion, but fantastic. Wow. Fresh. Oh, there's an A's watch party tomorrow. Where is it at? I didn't know about it until now. Where's it at? No. Possibly. It's a possibility. Let me see what the Greg Papa comments are. Hold on a second while you were talking about Mr. Papa. Greg Papa. Raiders firing Greg Papa puts last indignity for Oakland sports fans. That's the Chronicle 2 days ago. Hey, they got the light on here. Look at that. Thank you, Connie. Woohoo! Hey, turn on the light. Thank you. Woohoo! Hey, Albert, come on down. This is the best place because I got the light. I got this patio. I got live stream. Electronic hookup. I cannot go wrong, man. This is perfect, okay? But it says Greg Papa explains his firing, Raider Nation. And it says explains his firing over a long-held grudge with him. This is sad. This is sad. He's got a grudge there. So So what basically says that, as Papa explained, this is what you were talking about. This stems from nearly 4 years ago when it was revealed Mark Davis interviewed Mark Shanahan, of all people, for the team's vacant head coaching position. This didn't sit well with a lot of people who know how much seething hatred that existed between Shanahan and Mark Davis' father, Al Davis. Papa, being a radio voice, expressed his displeasure over it on the air, as one would expect. Al Davis took his hatred for those men to his grave, and I was well aware of it. We all were, said Greg Papa. This, to me, crossed the line, so the show went on that day in January. Soon thereafter, Jack Del Rio was named head coach. At the same time, Mark Bedane was named team president, a move which Papa approved and said positive things about on air. Bedane thanked Papa for his kind words, and the two had dinner, at which point Bedane revealed that Davis was not happy with him over his on-air criticism of the Shanahan interview. So I called Mark Davis, this is Great Papa saying this, the next morning, very early, and the phone conversation did not go well. Papa said he wound up hanging up on me. I don't know exactly what he wanted me to say. If he wanted me to apologize for my feelings, I said, I'm sorry you feel this way. It was not a direct shot at you. It's just sometimes I feel as though there's nobody around here to defend Al Davis. And I know how much this would, and it was just too close to Al's passing to have this happen. Davis was also upset Papa didn't call him before he went on the air with his complaints. But as Papa explained it, he found out only 15 minutes before going on the air. He wanted me to call him and talk about it, and honestly, I said, anything you would have said 15 minutes before me going on the air was not exactly going to smooth my emotions. It really would not have helped. As the owner of the team, I understand he felt that way, but for him to want me to say I'm sorry, I'm not. And I'm not sorry to this very day. And I lost a job that I did for over 21 years at the highest level, a job that I loved beyond any job I've ever had. I've done it the longest. This is painful for me personally to lose this, his voice was cracking, association with this particular team. But I do not take back those words, and I do move on in my own life. Wow. He said from that point forward, Papa said he was public enemy number one around the organization. He was taken off the preseason simulcast and removed from the Silver and Black show, which he had done since John Gruden's second season in 1999. Papa thought, this is a great account by Silver and Black, by the way. It says Papa thought that it was his punishment and everyone would move on from there. But it was far from over. I took my penance, and I understand, Greg Papa said. I thought it was really over. We never were able to mend fences, Mark Davis and I. Whenever we were around each other, and I thought over time it would dissipate. I thought over time it would really go away. And John, initially in the offseason, wanted me more involved in the organization and to get informed of this so late in the offseason. I asked Mark Bedane on July 5th, and he told me I'm not coming back. Couldn't he have told me in March or April? Why now? And his response was basically, you've been doing this for 3.5 years, and I've lasted 3.5 years. That's a little weird. In case you're wondering why Papa would see the timing as suspect, July 5th is the day after Al Davis' birthday. The timing would seem to be sending a clear message. Among the natural speculations with his departure is a Las Vegas move. This always seemed, how we put it? Yeah, this always seemed odd in and of itself because the team isn't scheduled to officially move for 2 years. So, of course, the thought was that Greg Papa had said that he was unwilling to keep covering the team once they leave. He said that was not the case. Interesting. He says, the Las Vegas angle to this discussion was never at play here, Papa said. It was never brought up to me. And while I was away, there was a laughable defense raised out of issue for far greater than this. One of the greatest issues our country today is the difference between words would and wouldn't, which is amazing to me. But in any respect, as it pertains to me, I was never asked if I would go to Las Vegas. I never said I wouldn't go to Las Vegas. It was never presented to me. And I never said I wouldn't go. I would certainly be open to going to Las Vegas. This is interesting. But what's so bad about flying down Las Vegas on a Friday, having a nice weekend there, doing the game on Sunday with a hangover, and coming back? It was never presented to me in light of where I stood now in the organization. I didn't work directly for the Raiders. I never want to work direct. I was never a direct employee of the team. So the Las Vegas angle is not a part of this. He says, then with the air cleared and the reasons behind his sudden and surprising removal from the booth, Papa went about saying his heartfelt goodbye to Raider Nation, as only this long, faithful voice of the Raiders could do. I think the bottom line is, as I say goodbye to the Raider Nation formally today, I don't fit anymore with this team. I just do not. It's just not me. It's John Herrera. It's John Kingdom. It's Bruce Kendrick. It's John Ott. It's Jimmy Ott. It's Dave Nash. So many. I don't fit it. I just don't fit anymore. So I wish them luck. It's going to be a hard year for me. You know how much I love this game. The hardest day for me is the day after the Super Bowl every year, because I'm not going to have a game to broadcast for months. This is not Al Davis football team anymore, and maybe that's my own mistake that I never realized it. The day he died, that Saturday in Houston, I should have realized it years ago. But I'm only realizing it now. He chokes up again and goes off the mic. Co-host Bonita Hill, over speaking Papa, says, I know nothing to add. So there you go. That's the very sad story, and a great account by Silver and Black. Oh, hey. So, yeah, put your nachos on the live stream. Wow, they were great stuff. So, yeah. Hey, Raider says, oh, boy. Still going here at Connie's, by the way. But, anyway, there's the sad story of that whole thing. You know, now I start to put things together. This is really not a good way for the Raiders. I mean, they are just cutting. I mean, it's not necessarily cut ties like that. It's not necessarily send out a message that they're going to be nasty to people, or the owner is. You know, it's great stuff.
Listen, Sonny,
yes,
you're
man.
amazing.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're amazing. This is amazing food. This is fantastic food. This is great stuff. Got it. Thank you. Wow. Do you all come here all the time?
First time.
Your first time? Oh, first. Oh, wow. It is really good.
Can you believe? So we've been listening to. It is the best place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're my viewers like, come to Alameda. Come to. I said, no. This is the place I want to be here. So yeah, this is it. I always like to give her the business.
She's gonna be back.
Oh wow, definitely, man. How long y'all been in Oakland? Or
2 weeks.
You just moved here?
I did.
Wow. From where?
Berkeley.
From Berkeley. Oh, so you went to Cal?
You know, across.
I'm
going to Cal.
Oh, you're going to Cal. Go Bears. Okay, for grad school. Okay, wow. Man, what are you gonna? What are you studying in grad school?
Business.
Business. I got my master's in city planning at Berkeley.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh, my
yeah.
friend thought about Berkeley.
#1 school in the country. Yeah. Hey, Albert, we're at Connie's Cantina. It's 3340 Grand Avenue, Oakland. Wow, so that's where we are. Hey, they turn off the light. Uh-oh, is that a message? Man, oh man. Oh, this is great stuff. Woo. Too bad that I don't have. Wait, I do have a light. Next time I'll have to bring a light. Ting. Right? She had the light on up there. Anyway, going on here.
Really?
I had you guys, and now what's up here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Mark Davis, Chris Davis just homered top of the ninth with 2 outs and 2 strikes to put the A's up. Christian says, Christian Davis, yeah, wow. The A's up 6-5 versus the Rangers. Was supposed to be the last pitch of the game. Wow. Wow, the Rays are coming back. My gosh. man. Wow. They actually have a TV inside there, but got to come back here and have a party. This is great. Great stuff. So yeah, tomorrow I will be doing another live stream. That's, definitely. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic place. Oh, other news. The Raiders need to make sure that they don't treat people the same way in Vegas that they're treating them here, because there's a different culture in Las Vegas, and they will not be welcome in a number of places if they act that way. You have to be nice. There's an old saying: be nice to everybody on the way up, because you're going to see them on the way down. That's very true. The Raiders have never. That's very true. So it's. Big April says, keep treating people bad. Don't be surprised if someone treats you worse than somewhere else. That's true. That whole thing about karma is no joke. Malcontent. Hey, how you doing? Malcontent says, I just found out this is somewhat I know with Kat Brooks. I pointed out your blog. He wants the link to your earlier interview with Kat. Oh, give it to him, okay? You sent the, okay, cool. Hey, where are you, man? Come on. Well, they're ready to close now. It's like 10 minutes to closing. But, oh. So, go ways. Wow. 10 minutes to closing. So, folks, I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish my meal. It's 10 minutes to closing. I thank everybody for stopping by. I will be back here. It's been a great. Oh, you saw the email? Yeah. Man, this is something else. So thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow. And keep sending me information. All right. Talk to everybody later. Thanks again. Peace out, folks. Okay, see ya.